All right. Welcome to TikTok Live. Have fun interacting with your viewers in real time. Creators must be 18 or older to go live. I can reassure everybody watching this that I am somewhere around 3 times that age, so there's no worries there. Remember to create a safe viewing experience by following our community guidelines. And as anybody who has been around on TikTok knows, TikTok's community guidelines are laughable. That's why we have to be sure we don't say the wrong thing, which means don't expose our naughty bits on camera. And in fact, I hope the view of this naked chicken here doesn't cause my video to be taken down by TikTok. And most importantly, of course, don't you dare say anything about our paid advertisers here on TikTok. No, that would be bad. Never mind the fact that a number of those paid advertisers, including the ones here on TikTok Live, are basically snake oil salesmen. But no, we can't ever say that. So we are just going to simply have fun roasting a chicken tonight. And that's where we are. So hello to everybody who's been kind enough to show up here tonight. And this is going to be about the easiest possible roast chicken you can make. The whole chicken is going to be cooked in only 45 minutes, and it's going to be done entirely using my secret weapon, a cast iron Dutch oven. I've got myself a chicken here that is just under 5 pounds in size, and all I've done is simply dry off the chicken. And once we do that, we are going to coat it with a very simple spice rub. And that is, quite frankly, the hardest part. Well, maybe the hardest part actually is getting it into the Dutch oven without burning myself. But I've done this many times. You just have to be careful. So, now that we have dried off the chicken, this chicken has been thawed out. It is time to apply some Zatarain's. As I said, there's really nothing to it. Let us apply the rub. And we can be nice and generous here to give this chicken some flavor as well as some color. Also, this spice rub is not very expensive, so I'm more than happy to go overboard with it. Apply more rub. And go from there. So, now that we have generously applied our rub, let's throw in a little more just for the heck of it. There we go. It's time to, first of all, very quickly rinse off my hands. Dry that off. And we are now ready to bring out the secret weapon. So that means we need a trivet, because we are going to be bringing out a hot cast iron Dutch oven. This Dutch oven, in fact, has been heated up to 500 degrees. That means we've got to do this quickly and carefully. So let's get out the gloves. This is a standard 4.5 quart vintage Dutch oven that we are going to be using. You know, the kind that most people have in their homes if they have a cast iron Dutch oven. And here we go. And this thing is really hot. How hot is it, you ask? Well, watch this. Poof. That's how hot it is. It has indeed been heating to 500 degrees, and all we're going to do is take this chicken and drop it right in. Holy cow. Never heard it do that before. All right. And now that we have done that, we take the very hot lid, put it back on, and now, and into the oven it goes. And so, 1, a 2, a 3. Carefully. There we go. Phew. The time is now 9:16. That means in 40 minutes at 9:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will remove the lid from the Dutch oven. And then 5 minutes after that, this will indeed come out of the oven. And that is when part 2 of this video happens. All right. It is now 5 minutes before the chicken comes out of the oven, which means we very carefully remove the lid and let the chicken crisp for about 5 minutes. This chicken has been in a 500-degree oven for the past 45 minutes, and now it's time for the reveal. Oh, this is not looking too bad at all. In fact, it looks like... All right, yeah, the skin has definitely crisped up. So I would have to say we have got ourselves a chicken here. That means I get to use these turkey lifters more than once a year. Yay! Up and over. Come on, there we go. Oh dear. Looks like a little bit of it may have come off. Oh man, I wasn't expecting that. That's all right. What that just means is we're going to have to deglaze this pan. Oh, that's coming out actually easier than I thought. Let me get a regular fork, shall we? Take this off. Look at this. I'd have to say we need to deglaze this pot here. So that means we get to do 2 things. 1, carefully move this very hot pot aside. Cover the chicken with foil and let it rest, as it is now time to prepare ourselves some gravy. And now it is time to start preparing some gravy. Get to throw in some butter. Come on, there we go. Here's some more, and so it begins. In fact, gotta get my glove back on. There we go. Did I ruin my... Boy, I didn't expect that either. The things that can happen on these lives. Looks like I've ruined this whisk. Okay. A testament to the power of cast iron, I guess. Throw in just a bit of flour. Don't need a lot. And now we start whisking in earnest. Whatever country Ernest is part of. Time for the milk. A little bit at a time. One thing I've learned, 2 things I've learned about making gravy in cast iron. First, don't add all of the milk at once. Just a little bit to thicken up these pieces into a roux here. And then we start adding milk a little bit at a time to thin it out. The other thing I've learned about making gravy in cast iron is that cast iron makes very, very thick gravy. And if you're not careful, the gravy will simply be too thick. You just got to keep adding milk again and again to thin it out. I mean, this is looking nice already now, isn't it? But if I'm not careful, in about a minute or so, it will thicken up again. We don't need a lot of salt. Remember, this was seasoned with Zatarain's. Some pepper. Just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, or Worcestershire if you prefer. A little bit more milk. I think we can turn off the heat now. And the pour. Whoops. That, in fact, is more than enough because I've just spilled the gravy. Oh well. This is definitely more than enough. I will put that into a bowl a little later. Time again for our chicken. Regrettably, it seems that I did pull the skin off the top, unfortunately. So it's got some very nice skin on the bottom, though. Ooh, it's definitely hot, though. I will say that, too. Oh, well. We have the skin right here, so this is hardly a loss. Anyway. Again, this chicken was cooked in only 45 minutes. It rested a couple of minutes in the pot before it was taken out. But here is our chicken. May not be perfect, but this is going to be a tasty chicken nonetheless. Especially when we add the gravy. And voila! Cast iron Dutch oven chicken cooked in only 45 minutes in a 500-degree Dutch oven. I'm about ready to chow down. This is one of my favorite ways to make a chicken, and I do indeed have the recipe for this on my website, Cast Iron Chaos. I also have it on my YouTube channel, Cast Iron Chaos. So if anyone would be kind enough to drop by and take a look, I will be more than happy to welcome you. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'm going to have some chicken, and I hope you have a good evening.